Hello, I'm Panos Kotzathanasis and this is Bad Accent Video Reviews. Today we're gonna talk about a classic film, Platform by Jia Zhangke, who is going to be part of the tribute to the Chinese director that will take place in Vesoul this year, with him and his wife Zhao Tao being present in France. Jia Zhangke's Platform is a profound meditation on personal and societal transformation in China from the late 1970s to the late 1980s. Initially considered an underground movie due to its lack of state funding, the film stands as the second chapter in Jia Zhangke's trilogy, preceded by Pickpocket and followed by Unknown Pleasures. Through its quiet yet deeply evocative storytelling, Platform critiques China's evolving political landscape, particularly its neglect of provincial regions, as modernization takes center stage. The narrative follows four young members of a theater troupe from Fenyang navigating a shifting cultural and economic landscape. At its heart is Cui Mingyang, an outsider who distinguishes himself as an art worker in contrast to his manual worker younger brother. His relationship with Yin Rijuan is fraught with emotional repression, further complicated by Rijuan's police officer father, whose authority limits her freedom. Alongside them, Zhang Jun and Zhong Ping form another couple whose relationship reflects the growing pragmatism of the era. Their intertwined stories provide a poignant lens through which Jia examines China's rapid evolution. Jia Zhangke structures Platform around the sociopolitical shifts of China's transition from socialism to a market-driven economy. The film's three distinct periods reflect the effects of modernization on individuals and their relationships. From the late 70s to the post-cultural revolution, the protagonists exist within a rigid collectivist society, performing socialist propaganda as part of a state-sponsored cultural troupe. Romantic relationships remain constrained by traditional values and social conformity. Early 80s until the economic reforms and the rise of popular culture, where as Deng Xiaoping's reforms take effect, the troupe's performance adapts to new influences from Hong Kong and Western pop culture. Romantic expectations shift, but the weight of transition lingers. From late 1990s until the time of privatization and individualism, the troupe is privatized and pop culture replaces propaganda. Economic survival takes precedence over collective unity, leading to fragmented relationships and the loss of identity. The film's romantic entanglements mirror the broader societal shifts. Cui and Yin's relationship represents emotional repression and the difficulty of self-expression in a changing world. Their eventual drift apart symbolizes the casualties of modernization. Zhang and Zhong's relationship reflects pragmatism and ambition, embracing modernization with a more transactional approach to love. Wang Lihuan's various relationships highlight the newfound social freedom for women, yet also the loneliness that comes with it. Jia's portrayal of romance is melancholic, presenting love as something shaped more by external forces than by individual desires. The film suggests that just like politics and culture, love evolves, fades, and sometimes disappears altogether. Jia's signature style long takes, stating framing, and naturalistic performances conveys the slow yet relentless passage of time. The decay of physical spaces reflects the broader theme of cultural erosion. Zhao Tao, in her breakout role, commands the screen with silent contemplative intensity, while Wang Hongwei channels a French new wave-like aloofness, reinforcing the film's introspective mood. The chemistry between the actors crafts a nuanced dramatic tension that oscillates between hope and despair. However, despite its melancholic tone, Platform is punctuated by humor and moments of levity, particularly through the troupe's awkward attempts at adapting to modern pop performances. The dance sequences not only showcase the evolution of Chinese pop culture, but also serve as metaphors for the character's struggle to find their place in a rapidly changing society. Art, in its many forms, becomes both a refuge and a battleground where the old and new collide. To conclude, Platform is a masterful exploration of historical change through deeply personal narratives. With its delicate balance of nostalgia and critique, the film offers an unflinching look at the silent emotional toll of modernization. Jia Zhangke's observational storytelling does not seek to pass judgment on China's transformation, but rather presents an honest, deeply human account of individuals caught in the currents of history. It remains one of the most poignant cinematic portraits of change, loss, and resilience in contemporary Chinese cinema. It is also worth mentioning in a rather personal comment that after watching the film, I realized that uh, just as Hirokazu Korida has done for the Japanese cinema that plays in festivals and Hong Sang-soo for the Korean one, just like them, Jia Zhangke has done the same with Chinese mainland cinema, with the majority of films from the mainland we see in festivals, particularly in Europe, following the approach of the Chinese master, as dictated in the film here. This is not a bad thing, but it's also one of the problems that make so many Chinese mainland films we see look quite a lot the same, particularly in their portrayal of poorness, and which can be a problem, I guess, in the end. So that was another Bad Accent video review. Thank you very much for watching. And if you like this video, please like our channel and subscribe. Have a nice night.